some locomotives weren't just engines, they were giants of steel, power, and precision. From the unstoppable Union Pacific Big Boy to the revolutionary TEP-70, these machines redefined what was possible on rails. Witness speed, strength, and engineering brilliance that still inspires rail fans around the world. These are the 10 ultimate locomotives that changed railway history forever. Number 10. Union Pacific Big Boy. The Union Pacific Big Boy remains one of the most iconic steam locomotives in rail history. Built by the American Locomotive Company between 1941 and 1944, it was specifically designed to conquer the steep grades of the Wasatch Mountains in Utah and Wyoming. Each locomotive stretched an enormous 132 feet long and weighed nearly 1.2 million pounds, making it the largest and heaviest operational steam engine ever built. These machines were a response to Union Pacific's need for a single locomotive powerful enough to replace double-heading smaller engines. With 25 units built, numbered 4,000 to 4,024, they became the pride of Union Pacific's freight operations and served faithfully until 1959, before diesel power took over. Even during World War II, their reliability and pulling power made them a backbone of heavy freight transport across the American West. The Big Boy's design was as impressive as its size. It used a 4-8-8-4 wheel arrangement, which means 2 sets of 8 driving wheels supported by leading and trailing trucks for stability. This articulated design allowed it to maneuver through curves while keeping its full power on the rails. The engine operated at 300 pounds per square inch of boiler pressure and generated an incredible 6,290 horsepower with a tractive effort of 135,375 pounds. That's enough strength to pull 3,600 tons of freight up steep grades, all while maintaining speeds up to 80 miles per hour, an impressive figure for a steam locomotive of its size. To achieve this, each Big Boy burned around 22 tons of coal and used more than 25,000 gallons of water on a single run. Crews who operated it often described the sound and vibration as unlike anything else, a moving mountain of fire and steel. Out of the 25 locomotives built, 8 still exist today, preserved as museum exhibits across the United States. However, Big Boy number 4014 stands out as a living legend. Union Pacific restored it to working order in 2019, making it the only operational Big Boy in the world. Its return to the rails drew massive crowds and rail fans from around the globe, proving that this locomotive's legacy still captures hearts decades later. Watching number 4014 thunder down the tracks today is like stepping back into a time when power, craftsmanship, and pure mechanical brilliance defined the golden age of American railroads. The Big Boy isn't just a train, it's a monument to human engineering at its absolute peak. Number 9. Union Pacific Challenger, 3985. The Union Pacific Challenger 3985 stands as one of the most impressive examples of late-era American steam engineering. Built by the American Locomotive Company in 1943, it belonged to the Challenger class designed to pull heavy freight trains at high speed through the steep mountain passes of the Union Pacific Railroad. Measuring an incredible 122 feet long and weighing about 1.07 million pounds, it was slightly smaller than the Big Boy, but shared its same articulated design and massive power. The Challenger was built to bridge the gap between raw strength and speed, capable of handling long hauls across Wyoming and Utah with ease. During its active service, it became known for its reliability and endurance under extreme conditions, often pulling freight where smaller locomotives simply couldn't manage. For many railroaders, it represented the perfect balance of size, performance, and durability in steam form. Technically, the Challenger used a 4-6-6-4 wheel arrangement, meaning 2 sets of 6 driving wheels with leading and trailing trucks for stability. This articulation gave it flexibility to handle sharp curves without sacrificing traction or balance. Its boiler pressure of 280 pounds per square inch generated around 5,600 horsepower and 97,350 pounds of tractive effort, making it one of the strongest dual-service locomotives ever produced. It could pull extremely heavy loads up steep grades and still reach 70 miles per hour, an impressive achievement for a machine of its size. The locomotive consumed tons of coal and thousands of gallons of water per trip, yet its performance was smooth and consistent. Engineers admired how the Challenger combined brute force with responsive handling, calling it a locomotive that felt powerful yet surprisingly controlled. It proved that steam technology had reached its most refined and capable stage before diesel power took over. After its retirement from regular service in 1962, the 3985 was stored and nearly forgotten until a dedicated team of Union Pacific employees brought it back to life. In 1981, restoration began, and by 1982 it was steaming once again, making it the world's largest operational steam locomotive for nearly 4 decades, until the revival of Big Boy number 4014 in 2019. From then until 2010, the Challenger traveled across the U.S. in excursion service, thrilling crowds and preserving the legacy of American rail power. Today, it rests at the Union Pacific Steam Shop in Cheyenne, Wyoming, awaiting future restoration plans. The Challenger 3985 is remembered not just as a machine, but as a symbol of what American engineering could achieve when performance and pride met on the rails. Number 8. Pennsylvania Railroad S1, the Big Engine. The Pennsylvania Railroad S1, often nicknamed the Big Engine, was one of the most extraordinary and ambitious steam locomotives ever built. Completed in 1939 by the Pennsylvania Railroad at its Altona Works in collaboration with the Baldwin Locomotive Works, it was designed to showcase the future of high-speed, heavy passenger service. Measuring a staggering 140 feet long and weighing 1.2 million pounds, the S1 was even longer than the Union Pacific Big Boy, making it the largest rigid-frame steam locomotive ever constructed. Its sleek, futuristic design came from famed industrial designer Raymond Loewy, who gave it a smooth Art Deco body that turned heads everywhere it went. The S1 debuted at the 1939 New York World's Fair, where it became an instant sensation and a proud symbol of American industrial power and innovation. Mechanically, the S1 was just as groundbreaking. It used a 6-4-4-6 wheel arrangement, meaning 6 leading wheels, 2 sets of 4 massive driving wheels, and 6 trailing wheels, a design never repeated again. The locomotive was powered by a 300 pounds per square inch boiler and could generate an estimated 7,200 horsepower, which was enormous for its time. It was built for speed, not mountain grades, and was capable of reaching over 100 miles per hour, with some reports claiming it exceeded 120 miles per hour during testing, though those speeds were never officially confirmed. The S1 could easily haul 1,000-ton passenger trains at express speeds, gliding over straight level tracks with unmatched smoothness. However, its enormous size limited its operational routes, since it couldn't navigate tight curves or smaller rail yards efficiently. It was truly a machine ahead of its time, both magnificent and impractical. The S1 served the Pennsylvania Railroad from 1939 until 1946, mainly operating between Chicago and Crestline, Ohio, before being retired and scrapped in 1949. Despite its short career, it left a lasting impression as a bold experiment in extreme locomotive design. Its massive frame, futuristic styling, and record-breaking potential made it one of the most talked-about steam engines in the world. Though only one S1 was ever built, it continues to fascinate rail enthusiasts for its mix of beauty, ambition, and sheer mechanical scale. The Pennsylvania S1 proved that sometimes the greatest engineering icons aren't those that lasted the longest, but the ones that dared to push the boundaries of what was possible. Number 7. South African Railways, Garratt 484 plus 484. The South African Railways Garratt 484 plus 484 stands as one of the most powerful and innovative steam locomotives ever designed for long, heavy-haul service. Built between 1953 and 1954 by Bayer, Peacock and Company in Manchester, England, this massive machine was part of the SAR Class GL, the largest and most advanced Garratt-type locomotive ever to run on narrow-gauge tracks. Measuring about 87 feet in length and weighing over 260 tons, it was designed to haul extremely heavy trains through the steep mountain passes and winding routes of South Africa's Natal region. Its articulated, double-engine design made it ideal for rough terrain, and it quickly became famous for its ability to move massive loads where ordinary locomotives struggled. The Garratt design was not just practical, it was revolutionary, representing a major leap forward in railway engineering. The Garratt's unique 484 plus 484 wheel arrangement essentially combined 2 powerful engine units under one enormous boiler, giving it incredible traction and flexibility. Each engine unit had its own set of cylinders and driving wheels, which allowed the locomotive to distribute its immense weight evenly and negotiate sharp curves with ease. It could produce nearly 78,650 pounds of tractive effort, exceptional for a narrow-gauge machine, and reach speeds of up to 55 miles per hour. A solid figure for heavy freight and long passenger hauls. With its boiler pressure of 200 pounds per square inch, the Garratt could pull full coal and freight trains up steep grades that defeated other locomotives. It burned coal and carried 12,000 gallons of water, giving it both the endurance and power needed for the long remote routes of the African interior. Engineers admired its balance and control, calling it one of the smoothest heavy haulers ever built for challenging mountain service. In service, the Garratt proved to be both dependable and remarkably efficient for its size. Its articulated frame reduced stress on the tracks while maintaining extraordinary pulling strength, which made it perfect for South Africa's difficult landscapes. The Class GL Garratt served from the 1950s through the early 1970s, before diesel and electric locomotives began to take over. Out of the few built, 2 have been preserved, including locomotive number 2351, which still stands as a proud reminder of South Africa's golden age of steam. The 484+484 Garratt wasn't just a locomotive, it was proof that smart engineering could combine brute strength with adaptability. Even today, it remains one of the greatest examples of how ingenuity and power reshaped the future of mountain railways around the world. Number 6. Russian P-36 Victory Class. The Russian P-36 Victory Class stands as one of the Soviet Union's most impressive steam locomotives, a true engineering triumph, built for both power and pride. Produced between 1950 and 1956 at the Kolomna Locomotive Works, the P-36 was the last and most advanced passenger steam locomotive in Soviet history. With its streamlined design and patriotic green paint, accented by red stars, it earned the nickname Victory Locomotive, symbolizing post-war Soviet industrial strength. Only 251 units were built, yet their reputation spread across the vast Soviet railways for unmatched reliability and speed. The P-36 was often the preferred choice for prestigious express services, and its presence on the rails became a symbol of modernity and national pride for passengers and railway workers alike. Its imposing size and smooth design made it a favorite subject for photographers and railway enthusiasts throughout the USSR. Under the hood, the P-36 was powered by a massive 2-cylinder 484 configuration, capable of generating 3,000 horsepower. It could haul heavy passenger trains at speeds exceeding 125 kilometers per hour, impressive for the long distances and harsh terrain of the USSR. The locomotive featured modern innovations such as roller bearings, a feedwater heater, and a mechanical stoker, making it both efficient and durable. With a tractive effort of around 25 tons, it effortlessly pulled long express routes from Moscow to Leningrad and beyond. Its engineers praised its smooth ride and power delivery, which allowed for consistent schedules even under the harshest winter conditions, a testament to the durability of Soviet engineering. The P-36's combination of speed, strength, and elegance made it one of the most celebrated locomotives in Soviet history. The P-36 wasn't just a machine, it became a moving symbol of Soviet pride, often leading prestigious trains like the Red Arrow Express. Its blend of brute force and mechanical grace marked the peak of Soviet steam innovation before diesel and electric locomotives took over. Today, a few P-36 locomotives remain preserved in Russian museums and special exhibitions, reminding the world of an era when Soviet engineering and ambition roared down the rails. Its legacy continues to inspire rail enthusiasts, demonstrating the scale, strength, and elegance of one of the most significant passenger locomotives ever built. Even decades later, the P-36 remains a symbol of technological achievement and the grandeur of the Soviet railway system. Number 5. LMS Coronation Class Duchess of Hamilton. The LMS Coronation Class Duchess of Hamilton is one of the most elegant and powerful steam locomotives ever built in the United Kingdom. Constructed in 1937 by the London Midland and Scottish Railway at Crewe Works, it was designed to haul express passenger trains at high speed across the British rail network. Measuring approximately 68 feet long and weighing 175 tons, it was among the heaviest and fastest locomotives of its era. The Duchess of Hamilton was not only a symbol of engineering excellence, but also of British design and prestige, featuring streamlined aesthetics that captured the imagination of rail enthusiasts and the public alike. Its debut coincided with a period when railways competed to demonstrate the ultimate in speed, luxury, and efficiency. Its striking Art Deco styling made it instantly recognizable and a favorite subject for railway photographers across the country. Mechanically, the Duchess of Hamilton used a 462 Pacific wheel arrangement, which provided stability at high speeds and allowed it to haul heavy express trains without compromising smoothness. The locomotive featured a boiler pressure of 250 pounds per square inch and produced around 2,300 horsepower, giving it a tractive effort of 40,000 pounds. It could routinely reach speeds of up to 110 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest locomotives in Britain at the time. Its 3-cylinder design and precise valve gear allowed for remarkable efficiency and reliability on long runs between cities such as London and Glasgow. Engineers and crews praised it for its smooth acceleration, power delivery, and stability, which made it ideal for both long-distance and high-speed passenger service. The combination of performance and streamlined elegance made it a true icon of British railways. Its impressive presence on the rails symbolized Britain's commitment to technological excellence during the pre-war era. The Duchess of Hamilton served the LMS and later British Railways from 1937 until 1964, when steam began to be replaced by diesel and electric traction. During its career, it became a symbol of British engineering excellence, regularly hauling the prestigious Royal Scot Express and other key passenger trains. Today, the locomotive is fully preserved at the National Railway Museum in York, standing as a testament to a golden era of speed, power, and design. Its legacy continues to inspire railway enthusiasts worldwide, demonstrating how innovation and style could come together in a single machine. Even decades after retirement, the Duchess of Hamilton remains a powerful symbol of Britain's steam age engineering and elegance, admired for both its technical brilliance and striking visual appeal. Number 4. SNCF 241P. The SNCF 241P is one of France's most powerful and legendary steam locomotives, built to tackle the country's challenging terrain and heavy express passenger duties. Constructed between 1948 and 1952 by French manufacturers Batignolles-Châtillon, Fives-Lille, and SACM, the 241P was the pinnacle of post-war French steam engineering. With a 482-wheel arrangement and weighing nearly 200 tons, it was capable of pulling long, heavy trains at high speeds across mountainous regions. Its streamlined design combined aesthetic elegance with functional power, making it a symbol of France's railway revival after World War II. Only 65 units were produced, but their combination of speed, strength, and reliability made them indispensable for SNCF's premier passenger services. The 241P quickly became a national icon, admired for its graceful curves and imposing size, and its design influenced later European locomotive development. Under the hood, the 241P featured a superheated boiler at 20 bar and delivered a tractive effort of 41,000 pounds, producing up to 2,500 horsepower. It was designed to haul heavy passenger trains at speeds exceeding 120 kilometers per hour, maintaining smooth operation even on steep gradients and tight curves. The locomotive was equipped with mechanical stokers and advanced valve gear, which improved fuel efficiency and made it easier to operate over long distances. Engineers praised the 241P for its smooth ride, reliable acceleration, and precise handling, especially when pulling luxurious express trains such as the Le Mistral between Paris and the French Riviera. Its combination of speed, power, and elegance made it one of the finest examples of European steam engineering. The 241P's reputation for reliability and performance ensured it remained the backbone of SNCF's high-speed passenger service for over 2 decades. The SNCF 241P remained in active service from 1948 until 1970, when diesel and electric locomotives gradually replaced steam on France's main lines. Despite their retirement, several 241P locomotives have been preserved, including the famous 241P-17, which can still be admired in railway museums. The 241P is remembered not just as a workhorse, but as a symbol of French innovation and engineering excellence, representing the perfect balance between raw power and streamlined design. Even today, its legacy continues to inspire railway enthusiasts and modelers worldwide, demonstrating the beauty and performance of post-war European steam technology. Its majestic presence on the rails remains a testament to France's golden age of steam locomotives, and it continues to capture the imagination of new generations of railway fans. Number 3. Deutsche Reichsbahn BR52 Kriegslok. The Deutsche Reichsbahn BR52 Kriegslok is one of Germany's most iconic wartime steam locomotives, built for efficiency, durability, and mass production during World War II. Constructed between 1942 and 1945 by various German locomotive manufacturers, including Borsig, Henschel, and Krauss-Maffei, the BR52 was designed to handle the harsh conditions of wartime rail transport across Europe. With a 210-0 wheel arrangement and weighing around 84 tons, it was smaller and lighter than pre-war express locomotives, but optimized for robust performance under extreme conditions. Its simplified design allowed rapid construction and easier maintenance, enabling Germany to produce over 6,300 units, making it one of the most numerous steam locomotives in history. Despite its utilitarian appearance, the Kriegslok became legendary for reliability under harsh winter and battlefield conditions, transporting troops, equipment, and essential supplies across war-torn regions. Under the hood, the BR52 featured a superheated boiler operating at 16 bar and could deliver 1,200 to 1,350 horsepower, producing a tractive effort of approximately 27,500 pounds. Its simple yet powerful two-cylinder design allowed it to pull heavy freight trains at speeds up to 60 kilometers per hour, even on poorly maintained wartime tracks. The locomotive was engineered for ease of operation and minimal resource use, consuming less coal and water compared to pre-war locomotives, while its reduced weight allowed it to run on lighter, temporary tracks built behind advancing armies. Engineers valued its robust construction and reliability, often describing it as a workhorse that never quit, capable of operating under the toughest conditions where other locomotives would fail. The BR-52's balanced mix of simplicity and power set a standard for wartime locomotive design worldwide. After the war, many BR-52 locomotives were captured or transferred to countries across Europe, including Poland, the USSR, and Czechoslovakia, where they continued service for decades. Its legacy extended far beyond Germany, becoming a symbol of wartime industrial ingenuity and mechanical resilience. Today, a handful of BR-52 locomotives have been preserved in museums across Europe, standing as a testament to both engineering efficiency and historical significance. The Kriegslok's enduring presence in railway history reminds enthusiasts that sometimes the most impactful locomotives are not the largest or fastest, but the ones that combine durability, adaptability, and sheer reliability under extreme conditions. Even decades later, the BR-52 remains a powerful example of pragmatic engineering meeting historical necessity. Number 2. Norfolk and Western Y6B. The Norfolk and Western Y6B is one of the most powerful and impressive steam locomotives ever built in the United States, designed specifically for heavy coal freight service. Constructed between 1937 and 1951 by the Norfolk and Western's Roanoke shops, the Y6B was part of the Y6 class, articulated 2882 locomotives, designed to tackle the steep grades of the Appalachian Mountains. Measuring about 112 feet long and weighing over 540 tons in working order, it could haul over 5,000 tons of coal up the steepest inclines. The Y6B became legendary for its tremendous tractive power, reliability, and endurance, making it a favorite among engineers and rail enthusiasts alike. Its articulated design allowed the massive locomotive to maneuver sharp curves while delivering raw power where traditional locomotives struggled. For decades, it symbolized the peak of American freight steam engineering. Technically, the Y6B featured a two-cylinder simple articulated design with a 2882 wheel arrangement, producing a staggering 7,500 horsepower at the drawbar. It could generate a tractive effort of 152,206 pounds, allowing it to pull extremely heavy coal trains at slow but steady speeds through mountainous terrain. The locomotive burned coal and consumed tens of thousands of gallons of water per trip, yet it maintained remarkable reliability under extreme conditions. Engineers praise the Y6B for its powerful starting torque and smooth handling, even on long, steep grades. With a maximum speed of around 35 to 40 miles per hour under load, it wasn't built for speed, but for consistent, massive hauling capability. Its combination of raw strength, efficiency, and durability made it the largest two-cylinder simple articulated locomotive in the world, setting it apart from every other American steam engine. The Y6B served the Norfolk and Western Railroad from 1937 until 1959, operating primarily in Virginia, West Virginia, and Kentucky. During its service life, it became an icon of American industrial might, helping move millions of tons of coal through some of the most challenging rail terrain in the U.S. Today, a few Y6B locomotives are preserved, including the famous Y6B number 2156 at the Virginia Museum of Transportation in Roanoke, standing as a testament to its power and historical significance. Its sheer size, engineering ingenuity, and reliability make the Y6B a lasting symbol of America's steam freight legacy. Even decades after retirement, the Norfolk and Western Y6B remains a legendary benchmark for heavy-haul steam locomotives, inspiring engineers and railway fans worldwide. Number 1. TEP-70, Soviet Prototype. The TEP-70 Soviet prototype is one of the most advanced and powerful diesel-electric locomotives ever produced in the Soviet Union, marking a major leap from steam to modern traction. Built in 1973 by the Luhansk-Deplavos plant in Ukraine, it was designed to haul heavy passenger trains across the vast and varied Soviet rail network, including long distances in extreme climates. The TEP-70 quickly became a symbol of Soviet technological innovation, combining reliability, speed, and efficiency in one package. Measuring over 22 meters long and weighing 129 tons, it could deliver power and endurance previously impossible for steam engines. Its introduction allowed for faster, more reliable service on main lines, especially on routes like Moscow-Leningrad and Trans-Siberian corridors. Its sleek and functional design reflected both practicality and the ambition of Soviet engineering during the 1970s. Technically, the TEP-70 was powered by a 12-cylinder diesel engine producing 2,500 horsepower, coupled with electric traction motors on all 6 axles. This configuration allowed for excellent acceleration and tractive effort, making it capable of hauling passenger trains up to 160 kilometers per hour, even over long distances. It featured advanced Soviet engineering for the era, including dynamic brakes, modern control systems, and efficient fuel consumption, which allowed it to operate effectively in temperatures ranging from -40 degrees Celsius to +40 degrees Celsius. Engineers praised the TEP-70 for its smooth handling, reliability, and low maintenance requirements, making it a cornerstone of Soviet passenger rail transport for decades. Its innovative design set the stage for all subsequent generations of Soviet and Russian diesel locomotives. The TEP-70's ability to maintain high performance across harsh climates and long hauls truly made it a legend in diesel-electric engineering. The TEP-70 remained in production and active service from 1973 into the 21st century, becoming a symbol of Soviet and post-Soviet rail engineering. It revolutionized passenger service by combining speed, power, and reliability in one locomotive, replacing older steam engines that could no longer meet the demands of modern rail travel. Many TEP-70 locomotives are still operational today, serving in Russia and former Soviet states, demonstrating the longevity and durability of its design. Its combination of engineering excellence, adaptability, and performance cements the TEP-70 as one of the greatest locomotives ever built. Even today, these 10 locomotives aren't just history, they are living legends of engineering and design. From massive steam giants to modern diesel marvels, each tells a story of power, innovation, and endurance. Comment below, subscribe, and hit like if you love this journey through rail history. Share this video to keep the legacy of these rail titans alive.